I want to share with you 3 reasons to take Social Security early. Now, again, if you've watched my videos, you know I'm going to tell you do not take Social Security early just because you're worried that Social Security is going to run out of money, right? It's not going to run out of money. That is nothing more than talking heads on the media trying to scare you so you watch them so they can charge your advertisers more money. Don't listen to them. Social Security is not going to run out of money. However, when you take Social Security, though, should be a well thought out decision, and it's going to be different for everyone. So let me share with you 3 reasons that you might want to take Social Security early, not because you think it's going to run out of money, but because you're being smart. Okay, so here we go. Let's get to this. There, now we're rocking and rolling. Reason number 1. More money early. Okay. In retirement, there are 3 stages. You have what are called the go-go years, the slow-go years, and you guessed it, the no-go years, right? So there are 3 general stages. Stage 1, go-go years. You are early years of retirement. You're still healthy. You're still young. You can still get around. And guess what happens in those years? You're doing stuff. You're traveling. And what you're doing costs money, right? So you need more money to spend in the early years of retirement. Then you hit the next stage, the slow go years. That happens usually when you're maybe in your mid 70s. And that's when you start slowing down a bit. You're like, okay, I've done that. I'm not going to travel there. I've already been there, done that. Maybe I'll go on this one, but maybe not as many. Maybe I'm going to the doctor a little more. You're not up to doing as much stuff. So studies tell us, statistics, that when you hit this stage, you start actually spending a little less money. And then finally, the no-go years. That's usually when you're in your 80s, and your idea of going somewhere is usually to the doctor. That is when you spend the least amount of money in retirement. So by taking Social Security early, what are you doing? You're adding to that pot of money. You have more money to spend early in retirement, and you're recognizing, hey, I may not need as much money later on because I'm not going to be doing as much stuff. So that's reason number 1. What about reason number 2? Reason number 2 might be shorter life expectancy, right? So let's imagine that maybe you aren't really healthy. Like you look in the mirror, you're like, man, there is no way I'm going to make it past age 85, right? Let's imagine that's the case. If that's the case, taking Social Security earlier is probably a good idea. Now, obviously, it's going to be different for everyone. Remember that. Everyone's different. But if you have a shorter life expectancy, especially if you're married, both you and your spouse, shorter life expectancies, probably taking it early makes sense. And then number 3, you want to protect savings values. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you delay taking Social Security and you're retired, where are you going to get your income from? Well, you're going to get it from probably what? Your 401k, your IRA, those types of things. You're going to get it from your investment accounts, and you're going to draw those accounts down. Well, by taking Social Security early, guess what? This gives you the ability to better protect the values of those accounts and to help better not just take income from those accounts, but also grow them over time. Here's the deal. Remember this. When you die, other than a surviving spouse, your Social Security is gone. There's no benefit to non-spousal beneficiaries. But if you're trying to leave a legacy to family outside of a surviving spouse, then taking Social Security earlier helps you protect those account values for beneficiaries. By the way, it also helps you protect those account values for you if you're planning on using them for long-term care down the road. I mean, think about it. If you take Social Security later and you're spending out all your assets to get to later, what happens if you need long-term care afterwards and you've already spent down most of your investment accounts? You don't have the same flexibility, right? So there you go. 3 reasons to take Social Security early. You got them right there. Maybe you want more money early in retirement. Maybe you don't expect to live a long time, or You're just trying to protect your other assets. All of them are good reasons. Remember, make choices that are right for you with your unique situation, not just because you're worried that they're going to run out of money.